So in this lesson, we're going to talk about the importance of building a plan together with your client. And that is something, again, that you're working with actively, right? So how does that work here at Samotsoh?
Though we have only booked clients, and we have, in Sweden, we have seasons. We have spring, autumn, winter, and summer. And it's Swedish people have quite a little bit thin hair, a little bit moisturized outside, it changes, and many people are curling the neck and straight on the top, and there are certain problems that's local here. And I know that everybody have local problems with their hair, and so we try to use the time of the year a lot. So, I mean, of course, in the spring, many want to be a little bit blonder, and in the winter, they want to take away the blonde and be more natural, and so on. And so we work always with a plan. We don't make it blonde in September if they don't want to. We make it in March. So they are blonde, softly blonde, so the sun you can use the sun later on to refresh it, yeah? Or we can sell them a product that fade the color, that works all the summer. So we always have a plan. We never leave a client, never ever leave a client without talking about what we're going to do the next time. Because we give them a time, maybe a touch-up, and we give them a thought of we can do the next time. And a lot of it is about spreading seeds of ideas. So if you have a sensitive client that really want to keep their length in the hair, you can talk about them and tell her well, next time if you look at the picture, if you cut it up a little bit around the face, or if you grow it out a little bit around the face, it would be, and so on. So we have a plan for the next time. Maybe they use it, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter. They know that we have a plan, and we care, and we have listened. We use the 80-20 technique. So we have listened. We have all the information from the consultation. We have listened. And we can leave them with a plan for the next meeting. And that plan, I mean, for many people, for hairdressers, a plan is to shave it off or make a big difference. But for a client, a plan can be just to put this long fringe a little bit shorter, or maybe have this short fringe a little bit longer, put the weight from here to here, or from here to here, and have an idea of changing a little bit.
Yeah.
And we never leave them without telling them that we have an idea that they will think of until next time.
Yeah.
To remember it, we make a note, and we have a system where we can use the phone or the computer and everything, and make notes of all the clients. So we have an idea of what we talked of last time. So you can go in and check, and you can say, have you thought about this that we talked about, to leave the fringe a little bit longer so it gets a little bit heavier and luxury around the face? And they will be very impressed, because they will remember it. Maybe they don't thought about it, but they will remember that you talked about it last time. And that makes them feel that you care a lot. And you use the 80-20 technique, so you have all the information. And you can, and maybe they say, no, I don't want, I loved it last time. And then you say, oh, nice, we keep it for this time. But think of that to the next time.
And what would you say? Maybe that's obvious, but, you know, how does this help with loyalty?
It helps a lot.
Yeah.
It's extremely, first of all, they will be remembered. Don't forget, people love to be remembered. If you go to your favorite restaurant, favorite bar, or a local dealer, and they say, hi John.
Yeah.
You won't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's it's so important to make feel comfortable, that you're honest, you show your skills, and you have an idea for them. It's an exclusive little idea of growing out the fringe. It might not sound so much, but for the client, it can be the world.
Yeah.
Somebody have thought of them in a way of trying something new.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously the chances that they would, you know, when you have a plan built for the next appointment, and maybe a few more appointments even, right? The chances that they would decide to go somewhere else
Why should they?
Yeah, because that's slim, right? They've already invested with you through the consultation. You have the full understanding of them. You have a plan together,
and they have a book time.
Yeah.
And also it's if you have seasons, use the seasons, because that makes you easily be creative in suggestions for clients. And remember, a big change for you, a big change for the client might be a really small change for you. So, but when you have all this information of the client, you can put the lever where you want it and where the level is for the client. I mean, we have a lot of extreme clients that comes in and they are green one day and they come in 10 weeks later and say, I want to be purple and yellow.
Yeah.
And so on. Oh, that's a type of client. But most of the client, a small change is a big change for them.
Yeah.
And you don't say to them, we will do this next time. You just add a seed. I've been thinking it would be much more luxury to grow out a little bit of the length. We can put some highlights in it just around here and it will end up, and you don't want, no problem with the regrooves of the color and so on. And I can assure you that they book this blonde around the face and grow out, and because you have a plan.
Yeah.
And then you have a new plan next time. Maybe you do it, maybe you don't. The most important thing is that they feel that you care and that you really have thought about it.
Yeah.
Write it down in your booking system. You remember it. And when you come to work, you're always at work 30 minutes before. You read it through, you think it through, and then you're planned.
Yeah.
And the client will feel so welcome and so much more awareness.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, like seasonality is a great way, but for sure there's many other things that is happening in a person's life than seasons that are changing, right? So this is not only applicable to hair salons because of like hair changing with weather. Obviously that applies to skin, nail and so on, but also if you're a massage therapist or, you know, other type of business, everyone is going through different things, right? So, you know, by listening and getting that information, you can build a plan to that person.
Yeah, and by season, skin makes it different also. But I also want to say that making this plan is not always about. You can use it in the styling session also. So if you have 10 minutes over, you just say, "Well, I want to do this on you today," and you just fringe it in. You make a small styling for them to say, "Well, now when it's summer, you can just twin your hair back." And you have this product in it, and you go on the beach all day, and when you come home, you don't need to wet the hair down. You just take the twins out and you pull it out upside down, and you get curly all over the place.
Yeah.
So you get two styles, one day style, one evening style, and that's also to have a plan for them for the vacations. It can be in styling, and we need to be creative. Why should our clients go out on YouTube to have inspiration? They would get their inspiration from us.
Yeah.
So keep on inspirating. You have to work with it a lot. Have a plan.
Yeah, that's a good final word. Have a plan, and we'll see you in the next lesson.